Over the years, many women learned to endure certain discomforts as if they were normal. Dry feet, cracked heels, discomfort when walking. Signs that, over time, become part of everyday life. But let me tell you something. Feeling pain when you step, hiding your feet out of shame, or enduring nighttime discomfort is not something you should accept as a natural part of aging. It is not. And today I'm going to show you why. Maybe no one has told you before, but there is a remedy so simple, so accessible, that many older women are already using it silently, night after night. An old trick, one of those that was passed down from grandmothers to mothers, and that is now gaining strength again. Can you believe that an onion, yes, a regular onion, can help you restore the softness of your feet, relieve burning, deeply hydrate, and even improve your rest? It's not about magic. This is natural wisdom, forgotten by many, but powerful. And the best of all is that you can do it at home, tonight, without spending money, without creams, without complications. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how to do it and why it works. But that's not all. In the end, I am also going to reveal to you a little-known effect that occurs in your body while you sleep with this remedy. And that goes far beyond your feet. Stay with me. This content was designed especially for you because your body, your well-being, and your peace deserve attention. And it's never too late to feel good again. They say the most powerful solutions don't always come in fancy bottles or expensive products. Sometimes what is truly transformative is found just where we least imagine it, in the simplicity of our kitchen, in the everyday things that we let go overlooked. The onion, that humble and omnipresent ingredient in our meals, contains a natural power that has been transmitted from generation to generation, although modern science is only beginning to rediscover it. But what if I told you that putting an onion on the bottom of your feet before going to sleep could change your well-being more than you imagine? It may sound strange, even ridiculous to some. However, behind this ancient practice lies a deep logic that connects with the wisdom of the body, with the way in which nature silently communicates with our health. And the most curious thing is that many traditional cultures already knew this, long before Western medicine began to ask questions. Throughout life, our feet have supported not only our physical weight, but also our emotions, our internal battles, the paths we decided to take and those we had to abandon. Each step saves a memory, a charge. And yet, as the years go by, we tend to forget about them. We cover them up, we ignore them, we take them for granted, until one day they start to hurt, to crack, to beg for attention. That's when discomfort forces us to remember. Our feet also deserve care. They also deserve rest. And it is at this point where the onion enters the scene. Not as a simple vegetable, but as a symbol. Its layers, one on top of the other, remind us that we too are made of overlapping stories, of deep experiences, of emotions that need to be purified. By placing a slice of onion on our feet, we are not only hydrating the skin or fighting fungus, we are giving ourselves permission to heal from the bottom up. We are reconnecting with a part of us that silently screamed for a gesture of love. From a scientific point of view, onion contains compounds such as allergen and natural sulfur, known for their antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory properties. These elements have the ability to gently penetrate the skin during the night, when the body is in repair and regeneration mode. While we sleep, the body not only rests, it also works, and onion can become a silent ally during that process. There are studies that suggest that certain substances in onions are capable of neutralizing superficial bacteria and helping to reduce minor skin infections, although more research is still needed to confirm its effectiveness as a conventional medical treatment. But beyond the data, there is an emotional reality that we cannot ignore. Many mature women who have experienced this simple nighttime ritual report feeling a difference that goes beyond the physical. They speak of a feeling of relief, of connection, of peace, to remember that personal care is not a luxury or frivolity, but a profound act of self-respect, and that in a world that pushes us to run, to produce, to be useful all the time, becomes an act of loving rebellion. Because when an older woman decides to stop, pick up an onion, calmly cut it, wrap her feet, and rest, she is sending a silent but powerful message to the universe. I matter too. My body deserves tenderness too. My story needs space to heal too. And so, what seemed like a simple homemade recipe becomes a gateway to something bigger, to a deeper, more conscious, more human care, a way of returning to the origin, of reminding us that what is essential does not need advertising or glamour. It only needs to be lived. And if this seemed curious to you until now, wait until you discover what really happens in your body when you apply this technique night after night. Because in the next segment, we're going to go way beyond the feet. Let's explore how this small act can have a surprising impact on your overall health, your immune system, your quality of sleep, and even your emotional state. Don't go. The best is just beginning. What happens in your body while you sleep with an onion on your feet? While the world sleeps in silence, your body works tirelessly. What is rest for you is repair for your body. Your cells regenerate, your immune system is strengthened, your vital energy is reorganized. And it is in that perfect setting, the night, where a gesture as simple as placing a slice of onion on your feet can have a much deeper impact than you imagine. It's not just about hydrating dry skin or healing cracked heels. We are talking about a detoxification process, energy balance, and activation of key points on the soles of the feet that, according to many ancient traditions, are directly connected to vital organs of your body. In traditional Chinese medicine, for example, the feet are considered the map of the human body. The heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, and digestive system are reflected there. Each point, each area, is a gateway to the interior of your health. When you place an onion in contact with the sole of your foot, you are not just making a physical gesture. You are creating an interaction channel between your skin and the natural properties of this powerful vegetable. Onion, rich in sulfur compounds, antioxidants, and bioactive enzymes, begins to act silently. During sleeping hours, these compounds gradually penetrate through the pores, which are more receptive and open at night. What happens then is a kind of dialogue between nature and your body, in which the onion provides cleansing balance, oxygenation, and relief. From a scientific point of view, some studies have identified that onion contains quercetin, a flavonoid with anti-inflammatory and antiviral properties that could help reduce chronic inflammation in the body. In addition, positive effects have been documented in regulating blood sugar levels and improving circulatory flow. Although definitive research on direct application to the feet is still lacking, the data that exists on its internal properties already opens an interesting door to understanding its external potential. But experience goes beyond what science can measure. Many women who have adopted this nightly habit speak of a subtle but powerful transformation. They report that they begin to sleep better, that they feel less heaviness in their legs, less swelling, even less anxiety. Is it placebo? Is it real? Maybe both, because the body and mind do not work separately. What you do with your body, your soul also feels, and a ritual as intimate as preparing your feet to heal while you sleep can send a strong signal to your nervous system. You're safe, you can rest, you're taking care of yourself. In a world full of stimuli, alarms, screens, and obligations, having a purposeful nightly routine is a way to come back to center, to recover your power. And yes, something as simple as an onion can become your most faithful tool. It is accessible, it is natural, it has no serious side effects, and it connects you with something ancestral, the power of the earth, of what is alive, of what heals without chemicals or external interventions. And it's important to remember that the feet are not simply a functional part of the body. They are an emotionally sensitive area. How many times have you felt that your body screams from your feet? Pain, tiredness, tension, cold. They are signs. And every night that you place that onion, you're saying, I listen to you. I take care of you. Thank you for holding me. So, the next time you think you need an expensive treatment to improve your health or well-being, remember that perhaps the answer lies in the natural, the humble, the simple, in an onion, in a cotton stocking, on a quiet night. Because many times, healing does not begin with a medical prescription, but with a gesture full of intention. And if you think this is all the onion can do for you, wait for the next segment. We are going to learn how to apply this technique correctly, safely, and effectively. And I will reveal to you the most common mistakes that could be preventing you from experiencing its full potential. Stay with me, because you're about to take this ritual to a new level. There is a big difference between doing something out of habit and doing it with intention. The first is automatic, the second, transformative. And when we talk about applying onion to the feet, we are not simply talking about a grandmother's recipe or any home remedy. We're talking about creating a space for you to transform your nighttime routine into a true act of self-care, into a sacred moment where body, mind, and soul align with rest, healing, and peace. Before we begin, it is essential to understand that it is not just a matter of randomly placing a slice of onion. It is not a mechanical gesture. This ritual requires presence, calm, and an open disposition to receive what nature has to offer you. Because when you treat your body with tenderness, your body responds, and that response manifests itself in subtle but powerful ways. Relief, rest, hydration, harmony. The first step is preparation. Don't be in a hurry. Choose a quiet night, a time where you can be with yourself without interruptions. Go into your kitchen and pick out a fresh onion, preferably a purple or white variety, as both contain high levels of active compounds. Cut it slowly, silently if you can, paying attention to the aroma that is released, to the layers that fall. This gesture, although simple, is already beginning to connect you with your intention to heal. Wash your feet with warm water. Dry them with a soft towel. This step not only cleanses, but also prepares the skin to receive the benefits of onion. It is like opening a door so that the active ingredients penetrate more easily. Next, take 2 thick slices and place them directly on the bottom of each foot. Make sure to especially cover the arch and heel, which are areas with a high concentration of nerve endings, and in many cultures, considered energy portals of the body. To keep the slices in place throughout the night, you can use a cloth bandage, gauze, or simply put on thick cotton socks. These not only help to fix the onion, but also create a kind of natural thermal chamber, intensifying the penetration effect of the compounds. It is important that the material is comfortable, breathable, and does not constrict you. Remember, you are creating a space of relief, not discomfort. Once in bed, take a deep breath, close your eyes, feel your feet. Imagine that the onion is gently drawing out all the accumulated tension of the day, that is taking away the toxins, the fatigue, the stagnant emotions. It is a silent dialogue between your skin and the earth, between what you give and what you receive. And it is in that silence where the deepest thing happens. The body begins to trust. When you wake up, carefully remove the onion slices and discard them. They should not be reused. Wash your feet again with warm water and a neutral soap, preferably without strong fragrances, so as not to interfere with the skin's natural process. Dry gently, and if you want to enhance the moisturizing effect, you can apply a few drops of pure vegetable oil, such as coconut, almond, or olive oil. You will see how your feet feel different. Not only softer, but also more awake, more alive. A common mistake is to do it just one night and expect miraculous results. Like any natural practice, consistency is key. I recommend trying this ritual for at least 3 to 7 consecutive nights, observing how your body reacts, how you feel, how you sleep. Don't judge it from skepticism, but from direct experience. Allow yourself to rediscover what natural wisdom has to offer you. And if you ever wonder if this is worth it, remember that it's not just about healing cracked heels or improving circulation. It's about something bigger. It's about coming back to you, to tell your body, I see you, I hear you, I care about you. And when you do that, night after night, something changes. Change the way you step into the world. Change the way you inhabit your skin. In the next and final segment, we are going to explore what experts, doctors, and natural therapists say about this practice. We will see what science supports this tradition, what care you should take, and how to transform this ritual into a permanent part of your well-being. Stay, because now that you know how to do it, it's time to discover why. What science and experts say about this millennium ritual. In a world saturated with pharmaceuticals, quick fixes, and commercial promises, more and more people are rediscovering the value of what is natural, what is simple, what has worked for centuries in silence. However, it is understandable that many wonder, is there scientific support behind putting onions on your feet? Is it just a popular myth, or is there a real basis that justifies this practice? The answer, as in many aspects of natural medicine, is neither black nor white. Modern science has not yet focused its research directly on this specific ritual. There are no official clinical studies that talk exclusively about sleeping with onions on your feet. But what does exist, and in abundance, is vast documentation on the medicinal properties of onion, especially its antibacterial, antifungal, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory effects. These properties are supported by recognized institutions such as Harvard Medical School and scientific publications such as Journal of Medicinal Food and PubMed Central, which details how the sulfur compounds present in onions, such as allicin and quercetin, act as therapeutic agents in different contexts. Furthermore, from the approach of complementary therapies and foot reflexology, many holistic health specialists affirm that applying natural ingredients to strategic points on the feet can activate responses in other parts of the body. According to traditional Chinese medicine, there are more than 60 reflex points on each foot, connected to internal organs, lymphatic, digestive, respiratory, and emotional systems. When a substance like onion, rich in bioactive elements, comes into prolonged contact with these points during a night's rest, it is not just a superficial action on the skin, but a possible deep energetic and physiological stimulation. Of course, conventional medical professionals recommend caution. Onion should not be considered a substitute for medical treatments indicated for chronic diseases, severe infections, or complex clinical conditions. But many alternative doctors and naturopaths do endorse it as a safe, accessible, and useful supplement, especially in cases of dry skin, cracked heels, a feeling of heaviness in the feet, and even to induce a state of relaxation before sleeping. Some research has even explored how certain aromas and natural compounds can act on the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting rest and reducing anxiety levels. Beyond the scientific, there is also a human aspect that experts cannot ignore: the emotional and psychological effect of self-care rituals. Psychologists like those of Psychology Today, they explain that having a nightly routine with purpose and meaning, even if it is as simple as applying onion to your feet, can generate a feeling of control, internal connection, and emotional well-being. In older people, for example, these types of rituals improve self-esteem, reduce the feeling of abandonment, and help reconnect with their own body, their time, their history. And that's where everything makes sense. It doesn't matter if you do it out of tradition, curiosity, or because you don't know what else to try. The important thing is that you do it conscientiously, with care, with respect. That you listen to your body, that you observe how it responds, that you celebrate each improvement, no matter how small it may seem, as a gift. Because in the end, this ritual is not just about the onion, it's about you, of your willingness to take care of yourself, to give yourself a moment of pause in the midst of the noise. It is about regaining confidence in the natural rhythms of the body, in the wisdom that already resides in you. and in the power of simplicity. So if you came this far, you are no longer in doubt. You are on the way. You have in your hands an ancestral practice that has crossed generations and borders, and now it can also be part of your history. Take the test. Listen, feel, and above all, never underestimate the power of a night's rest, with your feet on the ground and your soul at peace. If this content was good for you, if at any time you felt that someone was finally speaking to you with respect, without rushing, with care, then I invite you to take one more step. Subscribing to this channel is more than a gesture. It is a commitment to yourself, a space where every word you hear is designed to accompany you, to help you understand your body, and to remind you that it is never too late to reconnect with yourself. Here you will find clear, natural, human information. No pressure, no judgment, no taboos. If something you saw today really touched you, subscribe. You are in the right place, because what's coming is even more important. Taking care of your feet, your rest, your energy. All of this is part of a broader path, a path that also includes paying attention to signs that we often ignore, even though they are there, speaking to us in a low voice. And now, as this video comes to an end, another special content is going to appear on your screen. I invite you to look at it calmly. Click when it appears. There I tell you something that is almost never said. The signs that your female prostate could be in trouble. It is information that every woman should know, and maybe you were needing it too.